Alright YouTubes, in today's video I'm going to be spraying my first job in our new workshop in the new spray booth. So we're in now, we've moved in. What a monumental task that was, moving all the stuff from my tiny little garage. When we got it all there, it was unbelievable that I could even fit it all in there. There was about 7-8 Luton van loads of stuff. And the mixing room, my old mixing room, I can't believe I fitted all of it in there. It was mega. This whole workshop was full up with all my stuff from my last location, and even we used next door's unit. They let us store some stuff in there because we just had no room. What a task of 20 years worth of hoarding stuff and fitting it in little gaps when you get it all out. It was just so time consuming. I didn't film any of the moving in because I was just walking around aimlessly, moving stuff, chucking stuff. I just had to be ruthless. But we're in now, and apart from a few little bits as we go along, little changes and moving stuff around, we're pretty much there. So I'll give you a look. Got 3 jobs in here to do, and I'll go through them in another video. But they fit in here, way more room than I had. Everything's pretty much in here now, and we sort of set it up how we want to set it up. I've got a place for everything, and yeah, there's some new little bits and bobs in here and a lot of my old stuff. So this old bench that we had in the last workshop, this is what we call the claggers bench. Clag around here means filler, so this where it's like our filler station. It's got all our fixings and bits and bobs, and it was just so time consuming going through every little item we had and finding a place for it and deciding whether to chuck it or to keep it. Someone said to me, if you've got to think about it, then bin it. So that's the sort of mindset I had in the end. It's probably a bloke thing, and probably a lot of you that are the same. There's always them bits all the time, that come in handy one day, so you keep it. And yeah, I've been terrible for that. I hate chucking things away. There's always seems to be, there might be another purpose for something, and I just keep hold of it. The garages now at home where we were operating from, like I say, 20 years of being there, you just accumulate car bits and stuff that you could reuse, and yeah, you just keep hold of it. And there's just tons of that still. My next job over the next few weeks is getting out of the garage and getting all that clear, getting the booth gone. That's going in a couple of weeks, the old booth. And then I've got a big task of cleaning up down there. But we're in now, so we're in. All the booth's been commissioned, fully operational, and I haven't painted anything yet. The only thing I've sprayed in there is a tacky coat on the walls, and the mixing room's all done. So I don't want to spend this video going around showing you all what I've got and all the rest of it. I want to get painting. I'm really eager now to get painting. So the job I'm going to be painting is the parts for the Copart car that I bought around Christmas time. A lot of that going on. It's quite noisy in here. So it's the Copart Vauxhall Astra. If you haven't seen that video, go and check that video out. We put a rear panel in it, and I'm painting both sides, and we've got all the parts to paint. So I've got the parts here. The car's not here, but it is coming up this week. The car's all prepped to paint. So I've done the rear panel, painted the rear panel at the old place. That was a couple of months ago at least now. That's all done, and it's all the cosmetics now. So the parts I'm going to be painting are, I'll show you. And these were prepped a while ago now. So rear bumper, which was second hand, the tailgate, which was second hand, wrong colour, a few blemishes in it, a few repairs on the rear bumper, and a new wing. So this is going to be my trial job. I haven't sprayed any paint in here yet. Tacky coating all the walls, good couple of coats of tacky coat. I'm pleased with that's how I'm going to go for now, tacky coat. Yeah, everything's in, all the regulators in, all the filters are in, everything's in. and now I need to see whether it all works, whether hopefully I haven't got any contamination issues, but who knows, we'll see anyway. So we're all ready. So I've got the car here, so it's black, the car, if you haven't seen any previous videos. KTV, the colour code, they're Peugeots and then Vauxhall Astras, a collaboration with Peugeots. So that's a Peugeot colour code. I've done the back panel with a little bit of colour and like the undercoat colour. So I can't spectral it or check any shades. I've just got the code, so I'm just going to do standard shade. So I'm painting most of the car anyway, apart from the bonnet and roof, pretty much. So I'm just going to do standard shade on it, and I'm going to do it with the ETR as well for quickness. I want to see how well it dries, how quick and efficient this booth works. I'll give you a little thing. The guys from Haltech, the guy that come and commissioned this, done all the wiring and everything. Yeah, fantastic. He went through loads of stuff with me about making this as economical as possible. Got inverters on the motors, it's all soft start, and yeah, he set this up for cars. He said we can make adjustments on that for you. If you changed and you was doing like small parts and you create more overspray, they change the speeds and everything of the motors. So we set it up for cars, which is what we do. And oh, it runs lovely. I'll turn it on in a minute. It's so quiet compared to my other one. So one thing he did say about gas, obviously we're summer now, so let's have a look what temperature we're at. We're at 23. It's about 7:15 in the morning and we're at 23. So it may creep down a little bit. Can adjust the pressures and all the rest of it. There's a few additions compared to my old booth, but the sound of that is way quieter than my single phase one that I had, and inside it's not too bad. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, drop down a little bit. Anyway, let's turn it off for a sec. And as well, the guy said to me, which was some mega advice, like really good advice. You know, the guys were so thorough, and the guy that come out to wire it all in and commission it and all the rest of it, he said one thing to do is like, because I'm on LPG, you know, try and be as economical as possible on the gas. And what he said for me to do, obviously I've got different clear coats that require different bake cycles and times, but he said if your baking temperature is 60 degrees, which most data sheets say 60 degrees, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it says, he said to me, don't bake at 60. I can't think of the wording he used, but basically he said bake at 50 or even 55, but just extend your time. He said if you're not in a rush to get something out and something else in, because I'm just, you know, it's just me painting in there, he said yeah, reduce your temperature, because he said basically what it is, the thermal, what would you call it, the thermal capacity or the threshold of what this booth can hold in heat. When you're getting up to temperature, that burner is going to be at full chat. So at full chat, you're going to be burning the most gas you're going to be burning. But he said when you get to 50 degrees, he said that booth will then can maintain 50 or even maybe 55 degrees, almost just on pilot. So basically on just the pilot flame, it will stay at 50 constantly. So he said just increase your time, extend the time, but bake at a lower temperature. And he said it'd be so much more economical on gas. He said to have it at 60, that flame, it will, you know, because you're recycling the heat through on a bake cycle, you're not extracting it out or extracting colder air in. He said it will basically maintain that 50 degrees just on pilot, on the pilot flame. So he said you won't be burning loads and loads of gas in. At 60, it's going to keep introducing, you know, a bigger flame, so it's going to be burning a lot more gas. He said it'd be so much more economical. And I thought that was some great advice. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. Like my clear coats, like CX2 and CX4, the quick dry and air dry ones, they only need a 10-minute bake anyway, even with normal hardener at 60 degrees. But they've got an option at 45 degrees on the data sheet with an extended time, like 15 minutes instead of 10. So that's what I'm going to be doing, stuff that I'm going to be baking. Bake it at 50 instead of 60, and yeah, it will save me, he thinks it will save me tons of gas not going to that 60 degrees, because it can just hold that 50 degrees while it's just on pilot, which is not burning any gas at all really, you know, significantly less gas than what it would be at 60. So that was great advice. Spray, obviously on a spray cycle, it's going to be dependent on what your ambient air temperature is. That will determine how much gas you're burning on the spray side of things. But you know, when I dry the base coat, I let it overspray clear, and it goes on a 40-degree bake cycle then anyway. So again, getting from 20 odd to 40 is not going to burn that much gas. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and see how well the gas lasts really. Itching, absolutely itching. I've been like a kid that's got the best present he could ever wish for, and for Christmas, and he never had no batteries for it. That's how I felt. It's been sat here, I've been doing all this stuff, sorting all this out, and all I wanted to do was get in the booth and paint something, but I wanted to make sure I was ready. I didn't just want to rush in there with all crap everywhere and all the rest of it. So there's going to be a lot of waffling in this. I apologise for it now, but that's what I do, I waffle. So the mixing room, one thing, the mixing room extraction is quite noisy, so I don't know how well it's going to sound on camera, but I'll show you it anyway. It's not too bad noise-wise out here, and now we've filled it with all the stuff. It's not as bad as it was, but it is quite noisy in here. But I'll give you a look at the setup in here. I'm really pleased with this. I spent a long time trying to make this as nice as possible in here, so here we go. It's a decent space. That gun machine I bought second hand. Didn't know whether it worked. It was a couple of £100. It was absolutely caked in paint. Spent about 80 quid on thinners to clean it. Got through 50 litres of thinners, and it cleaned up all right, and it all works. And you get the flat for the extraction when you lift it up. Solvent on this side. Still a little bit crusty in there, but it's clean enough. It's as clean as I could get it. And then water based on this side. They've got clean rinse and recycled rinse on the brush as well, so I can do everything here. Finished drums and my old shelving from my old place, and new little gun rack for my guns. And I've got all the new SATA dispenser system for all the cups that I use. They just about fitted in here, and we got a new heating cabinet as well from MIPA. Just want to give a shout out to Terry from SATA UK. Supplied all these dispensers for me. I supplied all the new SATA stuff, my filters and everything, but he supplied these for me, and I'm really pleased with them. So shout out to Terry at SATA. And yeah, I've got all the combos that I need. I use the LCS and the RPS cups, combination of both, and all set up, ready to go. So yeah, really looking forward to this. Really nice improvement this environment is. I've still got my old bench, maybe I'll look at changing that, but I can't have everything new and sparkly. I won't want to use half of it. Even on the walls I'm thinking, oh, there's a little handprint there, and there's a little mark here. It's a paint room. I've got to get past the bit where I don't want to get stuff dirty. Just got to keep maintenance at a good level. The walls are going to get covered in overspray, paint's going to get spilt in here. It's inevitable. I won't get no work done if I faff about worrying about getting paint and stuff on everything. but when everything's new, it's you know, you want to keep it looking fresh, but this is the freshest it's going to look. And that's enough waffling for the intro on this. So we're going to do wet on that F37, me per one visit with the ETR additive in as the base coat, and I'm going to use CC14 clear coat. Reason being, don't know when this is going to be polished, so if I use the CX4s and that, they need to be polished quite quick. Don't know how clean this job's going to come out. This is a tester job really, and see how well it goes. So yeah, that being said, I'm going to get all the paint mixed up, get it all ready, and we're getting the booth and paint my first job in my new bit. Let it have a good soak. This bumper was probably prepped a couple of months ago. I know it's not ideal leaving something prepped for ages, but it is what it is. So I always try and let it dwell on there for a little while. Solvent. These are a bit naff, but it's what it is. I want to protect it. Left it a bit too long on here. Isn't it quieter though? I think it's so much quieter compared to my old booth. Amazing. It's going to take a little bit of time, just manoeuvring, like, yeah, the procedures are the same, but obviously the layout's different. Floor's tacky on it. So it's going to take me a little while to adjust, to get a bit of muscle memory, you know. Going to take the time. I'm going to put some dust control down as well, try and protect the floor. It's going to get overspray on it. I can't protect everything. You know, it's a spray booth. It's going to get paint on the walls. It's going to get marked. It's going to get. I could be here forever trying to protect it all. Just make sure I get that tacky coat off. To me, the tacky coat is just the simplest. It's a mess to clean off. I don't want to be putting all that wrap on it. It's a mess to clean off, but as long as I clean it off in time, there's not an issue with jet washing them in here. But yeah, it's messy. There are going to be bits that ain't going to come off, overspray and stuff, but I've got to live with it. It's here to earn money, not to look pretty. God, you know, who done them up? shit. Got to worry about compressor now, have I, with drying? Huh? Yeah. Malcolm, no, out the way. Malcolm, away. Oh mate, the only thing is on bake I can't see. Huh? I can't see if it's dry. Oh. Yeah, but I need to go in there and manoeuvre around while it's on bake. Fuck's sake. then YouTube, so that's the first job painted in the new booth, and I'll give you a quick look. Yeah, I'm pleased, I'm happy. There's a few little nibs here and there, nothing major. I haven't painted nothing for a week or so, and yeah, there's a couple of nibs, but yeah, I'm really happy, really pleased. The overspray seems to clear a bit better than my other booth in here. Lighting's definitely better. That's two things achieved in one go, really. First test job in the booth, and I've made some progress on the Copart car as well. And these parts, the bumper and the tailgate, have been hanging around the old workshop for a couple of months, been prepped as well, which isn't ideal. Left prepped, and there was all stuff splattered up them, and yeah, it's not the way to paint things, and you should be painting them pretty much after their prep, really. So contamination wise, yeah, no issues with the compressor. There's always a risk, isn't there, with all new, when you've got everything new, airlines, pipelines, compressor, everything, whether there's some contamination in everything that you've installed. So that was one of my biggest worries, really, was not so much dirt. I expect some dirt for a while until it all settles down a bit, but more like silicone and fish eyes and stuff. But no, there's none. So yeah, really pleased about that. And it all works great. Noticed a little bit of a difference with the delivery, because my air delivery is a lot better than what I had. It was pretty decent. The best I could set that up with the piston compressor, kept everything going to the regulator in the booth, kept it all big as possible. But it's bigger here, and the air delivery, yeah, was great. I could notice it on the spray guns, definitely. So now it'd be a case of tweaking and tuning and trying different ratios and stuff like that with the products. But yeah, overall, really, yeah, I'm really happy. I'm not saying I am happy. I'm over the moon. So first job in, floor's all sticky and horrible at the minute. Tacky coat is a bit horrible on the walls, but they're going to get covered in paint. I've got to stop worrying about getting paint on things, but I try my best to keep it as clean as possible. But yeah, everything worked fine with the booth. The bake cycle, I've done this at 35 minutes at 50 degrees, and I'm going to try that out and see how well stuff dries. Like I said earlier, with what the booth people told me to reduce the temperature, keep it around the 50, and extend the time is a lot more economical from what they said. So that's what I'm going to try now. It's fine with the like the CX4, the quick dry clear coat and stuff. Even on the data sheet, that's got a 15 minute at 45. So that's going to, definitely be more economical on gas. But it's hot, summer at the moment. Not really going to have the burner on for any of the spraying application, which I didn't. One other advantage, I'm taking ambient air temperature in this one, whereas in my other place I was taking temperature from inside my garage, which was hotter than outside, so I really struggled to get temperature down in my old booth, which was a real pain in the summer for me. In the old booth was getting the temperature, getting the heat out, whereas this cooled down nicely. And this got a cool down mode on the bake cycle. So one thing is the lights won't turn on a bake cycle, which I sort of had that bypassed on whatever one, so I could turn lights on bake cycle, but obviously legislation you're not allowed to. Drying the water base, where I especially on the ETR, where I put it on a bake cycle at 40 to 45 degrees. I can't see in here. There's a bit of light comes in through out there. But I just bought my light in here just to see how well the base coat's drying, and it dried fine. So all good. Onwards and upwards. Yeah, I'll try and make more content now of spraying and all sorts. I'll give you a quick look at a couple of jobs we've got in at the minute. I was just trying to get back into it all and find our way with it all as we're going. Just, yeah, got no muscle memory, so I'm all a bit out of sync with just the combo of it all, but it's all good. So we've got this transporter stuffed in the back. It's probably going to be some rear panel damage with this. We can't get that boot open, so we're going to get inside, see if I can get to any internal bits and try and get the boot open. If not, probably just going to cut an hole in it and get in that way. So this be new tailgate, new bumper, and whatever needs doing on the rear panel, maybe a new rear panel, maybe a repair, I'm not sure. And we've got a Tesla over there. It's in for a quarter panel repair, aluminium, so we're going to be, got some new glue pulling bits and bobs, so we're going to use glue puller. And we've got another tower now, so we've got 2 pulling towers, so it's a little bit more revised, the new pulling tower. It's a lot quieter, and this floor, we've tried it in multiple positions and it just sticks, which is great. I had a right issue with it. It would only stick in certain places in the old place, but now we've got pretty much, I think, 360 round the car with a pulling tower. So yeah, pulling tower, got some glue, GYS accident glue pull stuff, not paintless dent, but collision pull stuff. So we'll be pulling the quarter panel on that Tesla. I'll give you a look at it, settings for my camera, probably blind you when we go out in the sun. I'll give you a quick look at it. It's nothing too major, probably get to the inside a bit. It's cuffed over on that arch, so we've got that to repair. It's probably what I'm going to be doing. Probably what I'm going to be doing next is that Tesla, and we're going to get that transport stripped. So yeah, video of them jobs. Copart car's going to come up here in the next couple of days, so I can get the paint on that. Needs to get that painted and start fitting all that back up. So be the Copart job coming out very soon, and we get that finished and do the numbers on that one. And yeah, I need to get that up for sale because I am fucking skint now, I tell you. But there we go. Thanks for watching, everyone, really appreciate it. And again, thanks for all your support while we've been doing this, all your lovely comments, really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, can I ask you to subscribe, share and like my video if you'd liked it, obviously. And yeah, we'll see you again soon, very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you later.